stage, the urban queen of comedy, Miss Angie Lamar.
Thank you. Thank you. Black people in the West End. Yeah. Black people dressed in the West End. Black people don't book early in the West End. Black people stress me out in the West End. Thank you for coming out tonight. I spent the whole week phoning up the box office. I said, if I wanted to get tickets on the night, could I? They said, yes, you could. I phoned the next day, I said, if I wanted to get tickets for like 5 of my friends, could we get it on the night? They said, yes, you could. Yesterday I called, I said, could I bring a van load? They said, no, you'll be okay, Angie, you'll be okay. See Mobile Awards? Yeah. Did you see my hug with Craig David? In this same dress. I didn't know it was going to be televised, so that's why. But I've got a very special guest tonight who can't stay too long. He's just going to come on the stage and say hello. Craig David is here. Please welcome to the stage, Craig David! Sorry about that. He likes to chill on Sunday. I just wish he filled me in, you know? Oh, Craig, I do love Craig David. I think he's cute. But brothers out there who was listening to that song 7 days, it's not true. You can't meet a girl on Monday, take her to the club on Tuesday and have her in bed by Wednesday. Ladies, I hope. Especially when your gyro comes on Wednesday. That's not going to work, is it? What really amazes me about that song is that young guys, 19-year-olds, sing about sex like they know what sex is. Ladies, do you remember making love to that 19-year-old boy? And I say boy. Do you remember? The one Chris Akabusi with that wonderful laugh. Yes, I remember that, ladies, when they used to treat you like they knew what they were doing. Remember that one? Right, open your blouse. No, you're supposed to do that. And then start holding your breasts. And they treat you like it's a piano. And then when they got really excited, they used 2 hands. But then when they were working down below, that's when they started to treat it like a doorbell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And they're like, please, come in, come in. Oh. Mobile Wars, a little bit of gossip behind the scenes. I upset Lisa Lopez. All I said was, I learned a lot from Lisa. I learned how to leave a man. Bond down his house. Now, before I said that, she was like, hi, Angie. After that joke, she was like, any Americans here tonight? Yeah. Good. Just to make sure there's a nice vibe amongst us all. Because some of these American singers, when they came, at the Mobile Award, they're so two-faced. I love Angie Stone. You love Angie Stone? Yeah. She's just sick now. Because I really liked her, so I went up to her and I said, Angie, I love your music. Okay, let me back you up a bit. I did a joke. young, skinny women. I can't look at that clothes and say, oh, I'll have those leather hipsters in 18, please. Because that wouldn't work, would it? Wear what suits you. So I said, I'm so glad for Angie Stone. Because when I see her clothes and I see her videos, I can say, oh, I'll have the blouse in that. Because I know I can get it. Now, I found a few people and said, listen, I'm going to be doing the Mobile Awards. Can I have some clothes sent to me to have a look at to see if I want to wear it? They sent me to this designer called Yvonne's. Evans. Okay, cool. Now, you have to get clearance for some of your jokes, okay? So that you don't upset some of the people when you're doing the Mobile Awards. And I had to get clearance about some jokes I had about Sade. Now, when Sade left the stage, I had to go and warm up after her. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody, wake up, wake up, wake up. There she was, right? I mean, you remember when she first came out with Your Love is King? Now, I was in depression at that time. And that song was so inspiring, it got me out of depression. Imagine that. Because I thought, well, there's somebody worse off than me. No offense to her. Mel from the Big Brother. She was supposed to come tonight. She's not here. Good. Because you just know that wasn't a sister there, right? I don't know a sister that can allow herself to be seen like that. You know when you saw a black woman that you were like, okay, now she's going to represent us. Represent us. She starts cutting her fanny hair like that, you know what I mean? I saw her at the Mobile Awards, right? And I've been really running her down on the radio show I do. And I thought, here I'm going to be a hypocrite and walk up to her and go, hi, how are you? But I had a little gift for her. I said to her, look, this is a little gift from me to you. La India, Dixie Peach. So I said to her, why don't you come on down to the show on Sunday? She went, oh, we'd like to be there. I think we'd like to be there. I'd really like to be there. I said, just stop. Anyway, now I'm talking to this woman, right, and then Darren came up, and Darren, wasn't it nice when we saw Darren? Brother with 3 children. All together in the same family. I mean, when he cried when he was on that show, did you not feel it for him? And the fact that he could cook, wasn't that wonderful? How many brothers in here tonight can cook? There's somebody else. Please shut up, please. No, that was really nice. And I started to think about, you know, if it was a black woman in there and she had to wash in the shower, you know a black woman could wash in front of a camera and you not see that? All the cameras could be on. She walked there by flannel. Or should we say rag? When she finished soaping that up, and dressed. Now I always think about, imagine if it was Big Sister. Pure black women there. Can you imagine that? Like 10 black women. women in the Big Brother household. Can you imagine what it look like? You have some radical sisters in there, walking around going, hey, do I have camera in there? Camera in there too? It's a conspiracy. But you see, the thing is, we wouldn't need pen and paper to write, you know. Because black women can look at each other and talk to each other. Or we can send it around the room, can't we, ladies? We could all be standing up there and somebody walk into the room and just go. Now this position here says, you see the outfit she's wearing? And that look, that black look. You're talking to me. And the way we move our legs and move our hips, that says a lot, you know. If we're talking to you and we do this. That alarm says, go away, doesn't it? Just get out. Seats are filling up slowly but surely. Brendan Manus, nice to see you here tonight. Celebrity, you go, girl. Give it up. You know, when I thought about coming to the West End, it's been a lifetime dream to come to the West End. When I was young, I used to come and see shows. I used to be up there in the gods as well, you know. All right. We know you're here, thank you. And I said, one day I want to come and grace the West End stage. And I'm doing it tonight, and because of you guys, I really want to give you a big love thank you. You know, they say, what have we done? Will the black audience come out? Well, no, they know Lucian Theatre and they know Hackney, but... Because we put black shows on and they don't come. Anybody here been to see Lion King? Okay, 3 of you have got to see Lion King. Lion King has got a 40-strong black cast, and we're not there supporting them. We've got to get out there and support them. It's important. You know, it's a really strange thing is that I talk about the Big Brothers, that when you see black people on television, like 2 people, you kind of stay with them, don't you? Because normally you thought they would have been voted out because, you know, that's what normally happens in like black programs and stuff like that. But we've moved from that stage now, haven't we? We've gone from, Mummy, there's a black person on television, to, Mummy, where have all the black people on television gone? Now things are changing, because if I had £1 for every time someone came up to me and said, when are you going to be on television again? And we are trying. We go to those meetings and they say, oh, Angie, I think you're so funny. Just don't know what to do with your love. I'll say, why don't you do what you do with Joe Brand? Don't be silly. Carolina Hearn? You are funny. And you're in a meeting with them and they say, I tell you what, I'm going to send you to the black department. And you're like, please don't send me to the black department. I mean, what have I done? And they said, you go straight down there, turn left and just keep on walking. And you're like, okay, thanks. And on the way to the black department, you're always thinking, what kind of black are they? Are they radical black? Are they sellout black? Or are they just plain coloured? And you walk in and you see them and they give you that look like, don't bring the black hair. Because you know, it's like when you see somebody in an office or in any kind of building and they're black, your natural reaction is to go, you just can't help it, can you? Because if you don't say hello, you just feel like a little sellout, don't you? So I walk in there thinking, black. Just let me get these shackles off. And you say hi, and they look at you like, don't bring the black hair. You said, okay, I've got an idea. It's about a black family, sitcom. They're very normal, No muggings, no fights, no killing. Just a normal family. Yeah, but could you do it naked? You know, maybe some tits and some whatever. And you're like, no, you missed the point. It's just a normal black family. And they went, don't want normal. And you sit there and go, okay, cool. Thanks, coloured. Take your stuff and then you go see, on the way back you see the other officers. You look at them going, thanks a lot. Then you're out there, you're thinking, wait a minute, what can I do? What can I do? Because that's what we go through. Think, what can I do that can make a difference? And you know what? Just custom. Now going into meetings, they're scared of me. Because I go in there with no makeup. I just walk and say, I want black people to tell you what you're going to do. It's great to see the brothers out tonight. Pity you won't be able to get a taxi home, but still, because ladies, we give the brothers a hard time, don't we? No, I think we do. I think sometimes we should show the brothers that we appreciate them. We should let them know that, yeah, because I love black men. But hey. Just the way the brothers walk. You know, they've got that cool black trousers, they're just walking. And you just look at the trousers like, I just know that's a brother. And one thing I admire about the brothers is that when they greet each other, and this is something I've noticed, the greeting changes, right? But I have never heard a brother say to another brother, we're not doing this anymore. We're just going to sort of like grab, and then I want to pull you in and shake you in. That's really cool, isn't it? I think, yeah. I like the way they cross the road like, kia, lick them. And the head, it's got to go as well, isn't it? And that's on the motorway they're doing that. This is good. And a brother on a motorbike. Have you seen that, ladies? Now they're supposed to wear the leather outfit so that their skin don't rip if they fall down. But not the brothers. Still shirt open. Like they're in the grill. Bless them, bless them. But sometimes you brothers say things and you are right. That shocked you, didn't it? No, you are right. Like, ladies, you know we're going out to a party and we put on that little number and your man says to you, let me get a coat. And you look at him like, what, the purple one that I wear to work? Oh no. There's a blizzard outside, but no. So you get to the party, you get to the house, and you're always sort of like, could we park near the house? And what does he do? Deliberately park about 3 miles down the road. And you're walking trying to style out like, oh. And you get to the party and you're walking and then he's left to go and put his coat and you look at him like, hey. And you're in the party raving, dancing. Time to go home now. And you see him buttoning up his coat. That is a very horrible feeling. And then you step outside, because you've been sweating now, so you're hot. So that cold in your chest. So you're walking, and they want to do the slow walk like they say will buzzard you. And then you get in the car and you're like, oh. Turn the heater on. You have to wait till the engine warms up. And you want to say you're right, but you're not going to give it to them still. So you get all miserable on the thing, and you're like, When you start arguing, you know when you have that argument that you have to come out the car and walk away? You just leave it. And you start walking and you realise you don't have your Vex money with you. And you know when you're walking and looking back to see if they're catching up? And then you think, oh, I wonder if he's going to catch me. So you try try and do that stop like, oh, I'm going to forgive you stop like this. All right then. You put a little bit of a cry, you know, like, and then you realise you can't see the tears from the behind, so you're like this. And you know when you're walking, if you take that turning, you've got to go, you know. You can't come back after that. And sometimes the brothers will let you walk right to the end. And you hit that corner and you're like... And all of a sudden you feel a warm coat on you. And you go... You don't even say nothing. You just get back in the car and sit there like... And the brother looks at you like, it's all right. And tonight I'm not going to say nothing nice about that, because I still can't give it up to your brothers. Not really. But we should be more loving with each other. It's really great to be here, and I'm just thinking about the fact that this is the first time I've worn a V-neck top like this. So you people up there, hey. It's all good, like, you know, when you have children, your shape changes. 3 children. 3 children. So you know my breast is really wedged up into my bra. Because it really does change your shape, you know. Your breast is sometimes around here. And you know sometimes when you change in front of your man, any ladies in there are really confident about changing in front of their man. You just strip naked just like that. Lie, it's a lie. It takes a good couple of years to really just go naked in front of your man and just be talking like this. Yes, so I'm going to go and get this thing again. And then walk away leaving your back out there like that. And then got that advert out. I am normal. What a lie. Who's going to run up to a mountain and stand up there naked with their bottom out and they're going, I'm normal? That's someone in search of medical assistance. No, but change in front of your man is a real nice... When you get to that stage where you can do that, it's great. Because brothers, we're not that confident about that sometimes. You know, you'll be upstairs, coming up the stairs, and your woman will be in the bedroom with a suit on. And by the time you get there, she would have changed, washed, put on her nightie, iron clothes, and get in the bed. And you know when you do that thing, ladies, when you want to go into the bed naked, right, and you kind of get into the bed really quickly, and you're lying there like, I'm in, you know, when you've got the sheets covered up, like, and you make your breast positioned in a way that is not just falling. And then you say something like, could you pass that thing over there for me? And you try to pick up the bed to go and pass it. I'll pass that stage now. I got married this year. Yeah. And, please don't clap. It took me 15 years. 15 years to get married. Imagine that. What took him so long, I said to myself. 3 children. All what tea names? Travis, Tyler, True, Ty Tubes. Not doing it again. Any ladies out there who have not had their children and they're approaching 40, hurry up. Because things are different when you get older and you have children. It's like running after them. Your child could be just about to cross the road, get knocked over. You can't get there quick. Excuse me, could you pass me my child, please? Things change. Things change. And being a mother's very hard, you know. It's very hard. Ladies, mothers out there, very hard being a mother, isn't it? Yeah. My mother went home 2 years ago to Jamaica. My parents went home. And I was devastated. Devastated. I said, who's going to look after these children? You take it for granted, don't you? You can just drop your kids off and say, Mum, look after the kids for a couple of months, I'm just going to shopping. And I'd always go around to my parents' house at a time when I know dinner was ready. Like, I was just passing, I was just up the road. I thought I'd come in and see if dinner's ready. And that beef soup on a Saturday, how hard is that to cook? That takes a day, doesn't it? You put the pumpkin, you've got to come back 2 hours later and put that in there. I can't take it. Do miss them though, do miss them. But, you know, my mum's here, thank you. It's really weird, we were talking about racism back then. Anybody really get really bored of racism? You know people say to you, that white person doesn't like you. So you get bored of going, really? Don't like you? You just go, oh, really? Cool. I mean, if you don't like me, fine, no problem. Just don't touch me. Because that's when it changes, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you walk into a shop, right, and you can feel that there's people looking at you because they think you're a thief, right? Because you're just sitting there and you're black, and they think, thief. I used to get really paranoid about that. I used to be thinking, what you got me for? What you got me for? I'm not a thief, I'm not a thief. But now I've changed my attitude towards them. I walk in and just do what I have to do. And they follow me, I'm like, cool, follow me. Because the thief is over there. Because it's not like you're going to accidentally thief, is it? You don't just think, oh, I started stealing, I couldn't believe it. It's like they have this myth that black and Asian get on really well. No, you know, there's good and bad in everybody, but they always just assume that black and Asian just get on. Off you go, bye. You ever walk into an Asian shop and see your goods on sale? And just kind of feel like, something's wrong here. And they're looking at you like, ah. And they're like, sorry, how much is this green banana, please? Don't touch it, don't touch it. Are you buying? Are you buying? And they're like, no. How much is pumpkin? No. And that's how your nails really wedged in there, isn't it? They say you're buying, and you say, no, no, no. Then someone dash a brick through the window. And they go, look, we have to work together to stop this. And you're like, no, 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 no. It doesn't work like that. Go to a petrol station, they want to fling down their money at you. Sometimes I fling back the money and think, oh, that was my money actually. Give me back the money. Goodness gracious me. It's not. Everybody thinking, the black and Asian thing, very touchy, very touchy. Once upon a time you go to the black departments on TV and anywhere, and there used to be black people there, now it's just pure Asians there. I'm not saying that people can't work. I'm just saying it's not fair on us, because we want a good job too. Asians are leaving them. I just thought it was going to be like the comedy sketch shows. Brothers, 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 back to you again. We need to talk about communication, brothers. How we can work together. Ladies, as it's approaching Christmas, and any single ladies out there who want to learn, quite a few, who want to learn how to sort of like start sowing the seeds for Christmas, that relationship, got to start now. You want to know how to meet man, ladies? Go to a really nice area. Take your car, open the boot, no, the bonnets, and just stand there like this. And it's a great one. My friend tried it, she's married. Because you can decide who you want to help you. If a really ugly brother comes, do you want some help? You can say, no, my husband will be with me anyway. Get a nice brother, walk up to you and go, sister, are you all right? You're like, I don't know, perhaps you, I don't mean to delay you, but maybe you have to phone your wife to find out. And if he says, I'm not married, well, I think it's here that the problem is. And then you move it along, and sorry, look, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to stop you on your way. Could I take you out for a drink, just to say thank you? Tell me that ain't gonna work. When you look, you're gonna see pure cars outside. I don't know, mash up your car really though, you know. Christmas is coming, this is the time to settle it down, and sometimes when we don't know what to buy the first Christmas, that relationship, you never know quite what to buy, do you? Be careful. Don't go and buy like a gold Gucci watch or Rolex at the first, no. Because next you've got to buy my house. So come in really small and cute, like a book. I like a Jana Van Zandt book. In the meantime, always goes down well. And then you wrap it up really nicely, nice little bow, card, £10, you look like you're smart, spiritual, and deep. But when you give a book like that, have read other books like that. So you can say, you should try Conversations with God, now that's a great read. And they look at you like, wow, she's so deep. And then you come around the house, just put a few books like that around the place. Not too many self-help books though, no? Not too many, because then you look like you're mad. Gotta keep it just really nice, you know? Jana Van Zandt. Anybody into Jana Van Zandt? Yeah. Deep. When I first started reading Acts of Faith, I didn't get it. I'll be honest, you know, I'll be like, it's a beautiful day outside when you reach into your soul and find the inner self is at peace with the universe. I went, that's beautiful. And then I would use it to calm myself down, like, because when I drive, I do have a little bit of a temper. I'm driving sometimes, right, and I'm like, the reason why I stopped kind of like driving really mad now is when my little boy said to me one time, Mum, get away! I was... So then I kept my, you know, Acts of Faith book beside me. I was like, oh gosh, if my soul is at one with the universe, then I will. Didn't do nothing for me at the time. I was like, oh, them spiritual sisters, what's wrong with them? Wrapping up their hair going, I used to go to the meetings and sit there and they used to be saying, see, look at the word intention. And if you look at the word intention, you'll find. I said, oh, that is so boring. Someone used to go to those poetry classes, you know? You used to sit in a poetry lesson and sit there, or in a poetry kind of night and think, what they're saying. And I tried doing poetry just to shake up their head. And they believed it, they thought I was wonderful. They used to come and go, this one's called, My Mind is Like a Table. My mind is like a table. Food cannot be won. I rub the chest of greatness until I am done. What was scary is when somebody came up to me and goes, I really understand that. get to a life where you're trying to change your life and get yourself sorted out. 2 years ago, I was very sick. I had fluid on the brain. I was very sick with my pregnancy. And they thought it was touch and go. They thought I had a tumour. And they sat me down in Moorsley Hospital. Isn't the brain tumour jokes just the best? They sat me down and they said, Angie, we think it's possibly a brain tumour. And I sat there and I looked at it and I thought, oh no. So you're going to shave my head? How will I stitch my weave on it? Now, you don't think about the things like my children, do you? What about your kids? No, don't worry about them. What about this? And so I went through a time in my life where I was really kind of like searching for something. So a friend of mine told me about Life Training Weekend. You know those empowerment weekends? I went there and I was like, oh God, here we go. The place was packed with white people, and I sat at the back thinking, whoa. Then they started putting on this music like, doo, 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 doo. And they started talking about like healing yourself from the inside and dealing with like resentment and anger. Because you know, sometimes we're really angry about things we don't even know. You ever notice that you can get angry for nothing? You're just walking down the street, someone says to me, what's the problem? Just leave me alone. Oh yeah, I am mentioning my side. You want me to say it all? I'm sorry about that. I was carrying a lot of anger and I didn't even know. So they do this clearing process where you have to clear things that you hate about your life and stuff like that. And I was there for like a weekend clearing that, and that person said that, and I remember that person said that, and that person really pissed me off. And I was carrying it around with me. But anyway, at the end of this weekend, right, I kind of got through it. And I felt really happy, and I was floating through life like, hi, and I was forgiving everybody for everything that they'd done. I was phoning up my enemies going, you know that time you stitched me up? I forgive you. People step on my toe. It's on your toe. Then they said to me, do you think you could forgive slavery? Sorry? You're not just saying that you allowed slavery to happen, you're just saying you forgive and you move on. It's like, nah, I think I need a little bit of... I think I need a couple of years on that weekend. Anyway, so I'm there with my yarn and books now, and I understand it now. Now I get it. Now I understand. Bad mind. You know the one that what goes around comes around, that one? One thing I like about karma is when I get to see it happen to the person. Because you know when people say things like, oh, don't worry about what goes around comes around. And you're like, yes, but will I see it? Get hit by a bus, huh? Come on! So weird. And it's like, you know when you get to year 2000, did anybody make any big, serious resolutions? No? Not one? I made a few. When I was young, I used to think that when I got to year 2000, I was going to be old. Like, if I survive, God, I'd be old. I'd be like in my 30s. And then you get to year 2000, you're like, I'm old. Because when you're growing up and people ask you your age, you don't really mind telling them when you're like 16. Like, how old are you? 16? Gosh. You get to about 25, how are you? 25, and you're sort of like, 25? Why? And then when you pass 30, you're like, why is there a problem? Because it's like a hill, isn't it? You're going up and up, and all of a sudden you're coming down like, whoa! Because I thought that by the time I got to 30, I'd be famous, big superstar. I tell you, I really thought I was going to be on like Oprah Winfrey. I don't mean Oprah like in the audience, like Oprah have a question. I mean like Oprah, all the way from London, England. We have a very special lady. Please welcome Angie. And I walk out there and Whoopi's like, Angie, look. That's what I really believe was going to happen. Then you get to the age that you're at now. You notice I'm not saying my age. You get to that sort of like 30 age. Because people don't say that age now, you know. I like how black don't crack. I don't see why I just don't say it. Because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's like sex, our parents say sex, isn't it? Your parents, you don't say your parents never say sex like, you was having sex. They say like, you was having sex. Like, the thought of it makes them feel sick. Children today have really changed though, haven't they? They're rude, aren't they? You walk on the street, you could see an older person and you naturally said hello to them like, good evening. Good evening, Mrs. Williams. Yes, Mrs. Williams. I will tell Mummy, yes, Mrs. Williams. And you're about 25 now, carrying on like this. And they'll go, here, take 10 pence. And you're like, thank you, Mrs. Williams. But now you see those kids misbehaving, you can't say nothing, you notice that? You can't walk up to them, oi, come here. What's wrong with you? Huh? Huh? Frightening you. And these are school kids, you know. And when they knock you, it's like, you get me though, you get me. And sometimes you don't know how to take the knock, do you? Like, if they knock you, like, just keep going. And sometimes I go back to this girl the other day, and I said to her, listen, come here. You knocked me right. You shouldn't knock people and don't say sorry to them. You shouldn't knock people. All right, see you later. Bye. It just wasn't going in. And then they had the cheek to say, you can't beat your children. Now, I'm not saying go and beat them up. But I think we should be allowed to go, don't do that. Can you imagine your kid come to cuss you and you can't beat them? Can you imagine how awful that must feel? Like they're knocking, hey mum, move out of the way, man. What's wrong with you, mummy? Move out of the way. Sorry, son. My mum sent me for the belt. Going to beat in about 10 minutes time I'm going to beat you. You want the box? No? Yes, mommy, right here. It amazes me, and the children are so having sex very young now. Sex very young. Imagine your 12-year-old daughter come to tell you she's pregnant. Because you're at the sink washing the dishes because that's the sort of thing you do at 12. So you must wash it, put the soap suds in there, and rinse it. And this wiping thing, the bubbles will come up in the tea. So your child is there, Mummy, I've got something to tell you. And you're like, oh, I just want my children to be able to talk to me, that's all I want. Mummy, I'm pregnant. Is that the lines in your play? Is that the lines in your play? Because I got pregnant when I was young. Don't get me wrong, I know this 13 business. I was young. I remember having to tell my mum and dad. When I was 5 months, I thought, I better say something. And I remember walking into my mum's bedroom, like, you know, knocking off. And you know when your mum's in a good mood, you think, oh, no. Mummy, I don't care how how old you are, you're always going to go, Mommy? You could be running a big business. And they say, hi, Sandra, someone's on the phone, your mum's on the phone. Oh, hello? Yes, Mum? So I walk into the room and say, Mommy, come in. Mommy? I have something to say. What is it, love? When they're like that, you think, oh, be like how you are. Like, what you want? So, Mommy, I'm pregnant. Mm-hmm. You know when your mother does that sound in her stomach and like the whole of Jesus is coming out? Hey! 100%. Are we in church? What's going on? And they do things like they get up and they walk over like they're going to do something, then they pass you, think, whoa. And she walks to the dressing table and she must have picked up like hand cream, you know what? But it's the way she probably rubbed her hand that made me think, Obia. Not really. She's a good Pentecostal sister. No, and she said, me know. Ay, yalla, me know. I said, Mommy, how did you know? You stopped soaking it, cuz. Come on, ladies, don't be acting like it's really wrong. Tries to style it out like, oh, the brothers are like this. Did we miss something there? Remember the days of Pierre? It used to be in the coming right. And the pain is there. And he'd walk over to it innocently like, what's in there? And they're like, don't touch it, no. Leave that. Oh, we were glad for the wings when they came out, weren't we? Take off the knickers and go, whoosh. Straight into the basket. I'm sorry. Sorry, she said, just stop soaking knickers. And she goes, okay. All right. So I left the room thinking, strange. Then my dad comes on. Don't you hate it, right, when your parents are by themselves? They got no confidence. But as soon as the other one comes home, all I could hear is my mum running down the stairs going, Martin? Angela pregnant! Angela! Missing the girl at college! And my dad is a man of few words. All I could hear him saying was, why? like, you know, when they see when the baby's born, they're like really cool afterwards, aren't they? They're like, oh, the grandma, look at you. But then you think about the kids today, you think, okay, yeah, you're gonna have kids that young. Don't do it. Try telling kids to stop having sex at 18. They were one experience. They're doing things that we are not even thinking of doing. That's scary. And it's like kids, you try to discipline your kids. You know what I hate is having to discipline my kids in public. In public, because people think that you shouldn't hit your kids, so you don't, do you? In public. So now, I'm there shopping. You know when the kids always taking the sweets? Mum, can I have this? Mum, can I have this? Mum, can I have this? Can I have this? No, stop it, put it down. Mum, no, stop it, put it down. Okay. Shut up, I'm gonna tell you, what's wrong with you? And then people look at you and go, is this game we play? It's called put the thing down. But you know, the ladies out there, ladies, you are doing too much, you know. This is a really special part for me right now. You are doing too much in your lives. Especially black women. When we were brought up to say, look after your man. Make sure him have clean underwear. Make sure you cook a meal for him every day. I hear that teeth kissing there, just it was an angry one, like, why can't the brothers just eat quiche? What's wrong with oven meals? What were the brothers taught? Were you taught? Just want to know. Were you taught, no, when you have a woman, you have to love her, make her feel good about herself. Because you listen to some of the lyrics in songs today, they don't help you brothers, do they? I mean, when we were growing up, you heard like Bob Marley, all pirate ships, they rabbi. Marvin Gaye, when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. That sounds so sexy, sexual healing. Your man come home and say, babes, I want sexual healing. You say in the name of Jesus, hallelujah. You are healed in the name of God. Oh, you must hear more Swimming say. No, but it's true because the lyrics, they don't do that now. Singers, they write everything they feel right at the moment. They don't even give it time to, you know, nurture itself. Just anything I feel. I woke up this morning and you really made me sick. I can't stand you anymore. You just make me sick. I hate you so much right now. You wasn't man enough for me. You know, fill me in. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. We're doing it. I myself have a song for you. It's from my album Stressed. It's called PMT. P, you pissed me off right now. M, you're a man. T, take your clothes and leave. Not really, brothers, not really. But I just want to understand, you know, when we say to you, brothers, could you empty the bin and want to know what it is you hear? Because we walk in and we say, you know, because you know that kind of like we're gonna have sex tonight vibe. We walk and go, hi babes, babes, you know. Could you empty the bin before you go upstairs? Come back down, headscarf. Now you know there's no sex now, innit? Now if we have to come back a third time, we'll come back with dressing gown. ladies, we are doing too much in the days. We're doing too much. And I like that my brothers could look back and go, my woman can work. And if you're proud of my woman can work. Respect, she can do so much. You know when you get up in the morning, you do so much. I've got 3 kids, I wake up in the morning, I wake up, wake up. I've already dressed and ironed my clothes already. This is 6 o'clock. Wake up, get up. Bring them downstairs. Here's your breakfast. Mommy, can we have some calming? You know how long it takes to make calming? You bring them upstairs, you wash them, you give them their clothes, come on, let's go downstairs. You take the meat out of the freezer, the taro. Taro, you know. I used to believe that was a word, tar. You were going to school saying, the thing is, when my mum tars out the meat, it's not its door. And especially you grow up, you can't even adjust it, can you? You just tar. You take out the big tar out, okay? You get the kids in the car, you put them in the car and say, come get him. And you know what it's like this when you're carrying that baby's chair, that heavy one, and you're walking with the 18 months baby and you're thinking, well, not 18 months because the baby should be walking. 8 months, and you put the baby in the car and you put that child there and you say, sit down. You drop them off, run in the school, off you go and run into school. Yes, mum's watching, quickly hurry up and go, yes, I see you. Next child, all right, yes, mummy's seen you. Then you bring the baby to the childminder. And notice that childminders always want to talk to you, don't they? Like, how always they find just look after the baby? Thanks. Don't kill her, thank you. You park up the car, you get on the train, now you're sitting down there with somebody with their armpits up and it stinks. And you think, how does armpits stink in the morning? And you get to work, right, and you work with people that you really can't stand. And then you want to go, hi, Councillor. And you sit down at work, you're thinking, I can't even take time for no lunch break because I've got so much to do. Then you go and pay the telephone bill, the gas bill, every kind of bill that there is, in the queue, with boy girls looking at you like this. I've got your man, you're like, you know what, you can keep him, just get out of my way. Because I am so over that now. And then you spend the day working and it's time to go home. You're sitting in the work there, getting the tube station, and you're sitting there, getting there. The person with the armpits now really stinks on the way home. You get home when you pick up the children, get in the car. Yes, how was your day? Mummy, this one's today good. Tell me later. Pick up the other child, you go pick up the baby. How was she today? She's walking. She's saying Wednesday. She does the same thing at home. Thank you. You get home now, right? And when I was growing up, it was just like 2 biscuits and orange drink. You give it to the children, sit down in the room and be quiet. I'm gonna go and cook the food. Then you start seasoning up the meat now because it's taro. You season it up, and then you leave it there. But bear in mind, you still get your clothes on, you know. You still get your clothes on, you don't have no time to change, love, no time to change. Then you season it up and think, okay, let me go and peel the green banana while that's seasoning. And then you start peeling it with your nails, but we're not cutting our nails because the nails are too beautiful. We're still gonna peel the green banana with our nails. Flick it out, so what. Mummy, there's a piece of red in my dumpling. Oh! Then you start browning the meat now and you start getting, you know when the oil splashes back in the face? Brothers, when you see some potholes, that's oil marks on that. You're browning the meat now, it's time to dish to dinner. The children come, Mummy, we're full up. You're like, no, eat the food. Mummy, we're full up. I said, eat the food. Eating the food. Your man comes home and says, I'm mash up. Now, when he says he feels mash up, we're going to make ginger punch from like, you want some guineas? You want this? When we come home and say we mash up, they look at you like this. Oh. Then you go to dish the food now. You're dishing the food now. Remember when we were growing up, your mum said, put the rice in one bowl, put this in that bowl. Listen, if apartheid is over, so is this. No, so you dish the food, you put the thing down, and you want to go to the toilet, but you haven't got time to go to the toilet, so you're doing the housework, walking around the place, oh! And you start cleaning the house because you think somebody might pop in. So what? Just don't bring them in that room. Because we get really careful about, make sure the house is nice, everybody can, ooh. Put the children, come, let's go upstairs, now time to go wash and go to bed, put them in the bath, all of them in the bath. Mum, can we play bubbles? No, just get out of the water, thank you. Dry them up there, put them in the bed. All right, good night, here's some powder all over, just like that. There you go, go to sleep. Mummy, can we have a bedtime story? I'm dyslexic, go to sleep. downstairs, you think that your man might have washed the dishes up and started hoovering. And you might food. And then you're upstairs now and you think it's like, oh, I'm so tired. You know it's your time to light the candles and have your little Yana Van Zandt moment. No time for that. Just rush quick and go to your bed quickly. Then after that, now you go in your bed right and the baby wakes up. Don't you hate when you're just about to go to bed and the baby wakes up? And you look at that baby like, are you going to go back? Are you going to go back? Put the drum in their mouth. No, 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 no. I want SMA, you can feel it. You go downstairs now, you make the bottle up, you're there washing it, thinking, trying to cool it down. You know, you've got to boil up water, then cool it down. You're running it under the tap like, cool down, cool down. Then you test it on your hand, you know it's hot, and you're trying to work out, is it really, really hot? And you know you've got to run it for a while. Feed the baby, then you bring out the baby, you think, come on, bring out the wind, bring out the wind, bring out the wind, yes, 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 bring out the wind. Then you know that's not the wind. So you tap it, nice, put the baby downstairs. Then you go to sleep and you think, oh, I'm so mashed up. In your bed and you think, oh, your man comes in and all you can feel is a poke in your back. Thank you.